Hello and welcome back to the kingdom. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to watch the final trailer for Renfield. It actually comes out this Friday, so this is mostly just for fun. I do have a soft spot for Nicolas Cage. I actually watched Vampire's Kiss not too long ago.
He was an ordinary guy.
Spoiler alert, he wasn't. It is an interesting movie. It's a movie that's been memed to death if you haven't seen it. It's got some funny parts for sure. What I learned from that movie is that Nicolas Cage should be teaching children the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
More than Sesame Street or more than any other kids show.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Ha!
It would be extremely effective to play this clip over and over again until they get it right.
That's all you have to do.
Very good. You know your alphabet.
He shows you exactly how you should act when you do your job right.
I never misspelled anything. Not once, not one time.
We were watching it and we were kind of drinking and having a laugh at it, and it was something I could tell that even though I didn't quite get it in the moment, that them making it, that they had a vision. As silly and absurd as it was still people that were working diligently at their craft to make something that was probably a little bit ahead of its time. I did get some American Psycho vibes from it. It was before the book was even written, so there was something interesting in the commentary where Nicolas Cage talked about how naturalism is generally what people are going for in movies, but that it's not necessarily what he's going for. And like painting, how there's so many different styles and techniques that he wanted to be willing to explore different styles and techniques in acting, and be willing to go extreme, and be willing to be absurd, and be willing to be sort of outrageous. And it was something to where you could watch it casually and think, haha, like this is silly, but it was interesting to hear the commentary and hear him sort of talk about the craft and how he's taking it seriously. You know, Nicolas Cage is just one of those folks I root for, so I am ready to finally check out this trailer. There was a comment from Summer asking me what I thought about it, and ever since then I've been getting little 15-second video ads for it. I've been trying to like block, anything that I've seen, but I have seen little 15-second ads, but I haven't watched the trailer yet. So we're gonna give it a go.
Mr. Renfield, welcome. I am Dracula.
He's been working on this part for so long.
A very good assistant.
No, he's evil. We will protect you.
You have the word of the most trusted institution on earth, the Catholic Church.
I appreciate the Catholic Church joke there. 90 years later.
Renfield, your sole purpose in life is to serve me. Now, let's eat.
I just want a normal life again.
I'm just gonna let it play. Get the copyright claim.
God bless you, Mr. Renfield.
Oh, God bless you, nuns.
You're a hero.
Robert Montague Renfield.
There was another joke there sort of at the nuns where it seems to have some religious rebellion going on there, and I dig that myself.
Let me explain. I work for Dracula.
Count Dracula?
It's the real Dracula.
Some call me the Dark One. Others, the Lord of Death.
So you bring in people.
I'm really glad that Nicolas Cage is playing this role. I'm sure he probably had a ton of fun early career to now. I feel like this will be great. Something else he said in the commentary was that it was one of his favorite roles ever, just because he got the freedom to do what he wanted to, and that they weren't trying to like stop him or slow him down or make him do it differently. And in a sense, he said he hadn't had that kind of freedom since. So I'm sure he actually just enjoys being able to play kind of outlandish roles. So I hope he nails it.
To eat?
Well, I do other stuff.
Like what? Wash his cape?
No, the cape is dry clean only, strictly.
Yeah, I will wear this fly, yeah.
I don't think he's such a bad guy. But you're never really gonna be free until you face him.
I will no longer tolerate abuse. I deserve happiness.
Let me explain something to you, okay? You deserve only suffering. I will unleash an army of death Everyone you care about will suffer because you betrayed me.
We have to stop him before sunset.
Okay. It's cool that, because I know I'd looked up in, like, Bram Stoker's Dracula that Renfield was sort of like a person serving him, so even seeing it's got stop serving on the screen right now, it's interesting that he may be the bad guy. I was going into it thinking he was just sort of an eccentric good guy. It would be cool if he, starts off that way and ends up being the antagonist.
I am enough. I deserve happiness, and I take full charge of my life tonight.
You know when something crazy happens and someone's like, it's okay, I've seen way worse?
Very violent, very graphic. I always sort of root for the rated R movies too. I think that as time has gone on, it's always been safer for studios to do PG-13 movies so that they're sort of more accessible to everyone. And I always sort of hope for the return for the rated R movies to be blockbusters.
Everything I saw you do today is gonna be my way worse.
It's my least favorite part of the job.
In theaters April 14th, so probably by the time this goes up, it'll only be a couple of days until it comes out. Covering this is really for fun at this point, just to give me some practice in front of the camera. Thank you guys for joining me. If you will, please leave a like and a subscribe, leave a comment.
I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it. You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand?
Let me know if you plan to check the movie out. Let me know if it looks good to you. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. And some people think Nicolas Cage can be a bit outlandish and extreme and exaggerated, but I don't really see it. The way he reacted to that choir girl's butt in Face Off is exactly the same way I react when I see girls in yoga pants. I mean, if anything, he's very mild, very tame, really. So I know very little about the Dracula character besides what's, common in pop culture. Francis Ford Coppola was the one who did the Gary Oldman, Keanu Reeves version of Dracula. Keanu Dracula! Gets a lot of shit for that movie. What's the line? The Blue Inferno?
Bloody wolves chasing me through some blue inferno!
Gary Oldman kind of has boobs on his head. For instance, the way he acts in Face Off, when he grabs that choir girl's butt, it's exactly how a man should react. It's not extreme or exaggerated at all.